Hi, Deborah from the DBA here. Good to be with you again this week. As is my way and has been for the last few weeks, I wanted to just highlight some of the things that we went through last week as an organisation with a lot of our members. And on Friday, we had a webinar with John Gleeson, which was a follow-up session to something he did for us about 8 weeks ago. And it really was insightful. In fact, it was really hard to get questions out of people because they were concentrating so hard on what he was saying. What was really valuable was that there was just a pile of insight at the end of his session about the implications of what he was seeing on agency life. And so if you haven't had a chance to listen to that webinar, I thoroughly recommend that you go back and make the hour to sit and go through that. Maybe put aside 2 hours and use the second hour to apply some of the challenges that he was putting our way into your businesses. So a couple of highlights for me were the idea that we very seldom do what we do for others to ourselves. So agencies are too interchangeable. They look like one another. What is it about our proposition that defines us as against other businesses? And I think the second thing that was really interesting is that point he was making about the fact that we've made it very easy for procurement to put us all into one box because we kind of all look and feel the same. And we've really only got ourselves to blame for that. So if you're an organisation, if you're an agency who's in the business of solving problems for companies, but you're also a brand packaging agency, then how do you talk about one and not the other? Because the brand packaging approach will definitely put you into a pigeonhole that procurement will then determine how to deal with you on. Problem solvers, slightly different one to get your head around. Anyway, lots of brilliant stuff in his webinar. Make the time to go back and listen to that. The highlight for this week, lots of highlights this week. We've got our member catch up on Wednesday morning. Do make the time to join us for that. We've got insights from people about the wins that they've been experiencing, the things that they're proud of, decisions that are going well for businesses, and then broader discussions around other topics. It's been a great sounding board for me to be able to throw things into that group and get some advice back. So thank you to everyone who joins those. And then on Friday, our Friday webinar is slightly later than normal. It's at 3:30 on Friday, and we've got Pernilla Johansson, who's the Chief Design Officer at Electrolux, joining me. She spoke for us back in January. There's an article on our website about that. And I've asked her, in light of everything that's going on at the moment, how is she managing to get the performance that she needs out of the teams that she has? Hers are multicultural, multinational, multidisciplinary, and they sit across many time zones. So if you've got problems coordinating 5 people, just think about the scale of that problem and how do you pull all of those people together and enable them to continue to deliver for the business in the context of the paradigm that we're living through at the moment. So Friday, 3:30, Pernilla Johansson. You won't regret it. Have a really good week.